Hey people, it is Monday, October the 24th. Time is 11:58 in the morning and it's currently 15 degrees Celsius. And I'm looking down on Rosedale Valley Road, which is quite beautiful right now with all the fall colors in full effect. And I'm currently standing on a bridge on Sherbourne Street. Yes, the infamous Sherbourne Street, but we are north of Bloor, where Sherbourne Street is a very different world than it is south of Bloor, because we're coming into one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in the city here, called Rosedale. So I thought I'd take a walk through Rosedale, and we'll check out all the colorful leaves while we're at it. So we've got a nice combination of mansions and fall colors. And it's been a while since I've walked through Rosedale. And as far as I know, this is the first time I will have walked through this neighborhood in the autumn. Interesting. The streets are all sort of curvy here, not much in the way of a grid system at all, so it's possible I might have to consult a map at some point during the walk. This area was developed in the early 20th century as a sort of garden suburb. It was then in the northern part of Toronto's built-up area, but now it's a rather central neighborhood just adjacent to downtown, which is kind of unusual to have a neighborhood of this particular type so close to the downtown core of a major city. And that's why, one of the reasons why it's probably one of the most expensive places you can live in the whole country. Most of the houses here are detached homes, but there are a number of apartments sprinkled through the neighborhood. And most people would say this is Toronto's old money neighborhood. So I'm going to try and do a loop around this part of the neighborhood. It does extend further north. I'm going to stick to the more southerly portion here. My plan is to eventually make my way back out onto Sherbourne Street after going in a big circle, more or less. The streets, as I mentioned, are kind of curvy and looping, so that's should work out as long as I maybe take a look at the map every now and again. Yeah, and I see they've gotten into the Halloween spirit here. I'm not sure how this neighborhood fares in terms of like trick-or-treating and Halloween decorations. The Cabbagetown neighborhood, which is close by, is known to be very fun at Halloween. It's a more traditionally urban downtown neighborhood consisting of row houses and very small lots. It is a very wealthy neighborhood with expensive homes though, but Rosedale is a whole different beast than Cabbagetown. And there are some of the apartments. And you can see the apartment buildings of St. Jamestown just across Bloor Street. So that's how close this area is to densely built up urbanity, and also that's one of the poorer neighborhoods in the city. Literally just a stone's throw away from the richest neighborhood in the city. Maybe I'll get out of this glaring sun over here. Go to the other side of the street, although there's no sidewalk on the other side of the street. That's another peculiarity of these neighborhoods sometimes. Lack of proper sidewalk infrastructure. On Dale Avenue. And no doubt these are extremely expensive units here in this building. And I suppose this is a semi-detached home. It's just each half is a mansion in its own right. Got more Halloween decorations here. Some nice colors along Nanton Avenue here. And I'll be hearing a lot of that on this walk. There's no regular street noise to sort of muffle the sounds of my feet crunching on leaves. There we go. Now, there are some areas of the neighborhood where you'll find the really huge mansions, whereas other areas tend to have more modest homes, but I'm not exactly sure where to find the biggest, fanciest mansions of all. Maybe we'll just come across some here on my route. But rest assured, there are some gigantic homes in the neighborhood. This is a private road here. I think if John Hughes were to have set some of his 80s movies in Toronto instead of Chicago, he might have used this neighborhood as the setting. He tended to favor wealthy neighborhoods with mansions, such as in Home Alone and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Here's another apartment building. And this being Toronto, there is frequent bus service that serves the neighborhood. It's not really cut off from the city, despite its exclusive nature.
Riley.
This one looks like quite a estate here. Even has a beware of dog sign. Yeah, this gate goes quite a ways around. That's a nice one. Is that one big house there? Maybe it is. Yeah, that's a huge one. Wasn't sure if that was an apartment building, but it's just a house. And then every once in a while you just see a very normal looking house that you might find on a suburban street in Scarborough. Maybe it's a little bit bigger than the average bungalow, but it wouldn't look out of place on some of the bungalow heavy streets in Scarborough that were built up in the 1950s. Ooh, this house has really gone on all out for Halloween. That's the Spirit. Let's try to get a good angle here. It's a potential thumbnail material. I haven't had to look at my map yet, or I haven't had to. And I've seen lions guarding homes before, but first time I've seen bulldogs. And those are some very upscale looking apartments across the way. Well, I suppose those are just semi-detached houses again. Yeah, 2 units.
No, will be better.
These are apartments. So I think this will lead back out to Sherbourne Street. And is this just one big home here? It's quite the lengthy looking house. And you can see how close we are to skyscrapers. Literally just a 10-minute walk away. You'd never know that this neighborhood was here if you were unfamiliar with the city, or that a neighborhood like this was so close to a heavily built up downtown area. And this is interesting here. And here's another house that's put some effort into their Halloween decorations. And here is Sherbourne Street. Just going to cross to the other side. So there's a lot more to the neighborhood than what I've shown here. It extends over to Yonge Street, and it extends north almost up into the southern part of Midtown, and then the Summer Hill neighborhood sort of blends in with it. Which is another wealthy neighborhood, just not as wealthy. So we started the video on the bridge over the Rosedale Valley Road, so that's where I'm going to end the video, but this time we'll be looking in the other direction. It's quite the impressive little skyline view with all the fall colors. And there's St. Jamestown again. So people from the upper floors of some of the St. Jamestown apartments, if they're looking north, look directly onto the mansions of Rosedale. Here we are. We'll go down here. That's part of the Bloor Yorkville skyline. This is where I'm going to end the video. I hope you enjoyed the walk through a part of Rosedale, checking out all the fall colors and the mansions and some pretty neat Halloween decorations. So I hope you enjoyed the walk. If you did, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of Toronto's wealthiest neighborhood. Debatable. Some people might say the Bridle Path. I'd say it's the wealthiest of the old downtown area neighborhoods anyway. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And there's also the recently enabled super thanks button right down below if you'd like to support the channel that way. And you can find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.